The empire beneath the ice has everything to do with your life. History is music, music is life. Oh, now you tofu tough, you wanna roll in the mud. I got poisonous blowfish guts sewn into my gloves. Float like a butterfly, fly like a dove. The spirit becomes love if it holds no grudge. Muzzle flash, close your eyes like you in a bubble bath. You say it's so sad, well tell me what's so bad. First you get your feet wet, then you wet your beat next. This precept accelerates it to a greasy sweat. Oh, you're hungry, of course, fine, you're the boss. But if I cook rice pilaf, you have to turn the TV off. She left her earrings over, I was below fixing the outboard motor. I stopped what I was doing, she walked closer. Crunch time, can't take lunch time, but that's in the bloodline. I only got one more rhyme, and I only gotta do it 100 million more times. I'm almost done, I almost lost my mind. I already had my 15 minutes, now I'm just stretching the limits with small digit Professor Emeritus lyrics. Retired in Uruguay studying linguistics and writing. I don't know how long I'll be here, my visa's expired. Twisting up turtle for money, Delta 8 gummies taste funny. Don't you think, honey, you wanna back rub me? Scratchy ass voice, honey lemon make my chords moist. But when the fans want me to growl, I ain't got a choice. There's no way to opt out, compliance comes from the top down. Before Nimrod's temple is knocked down. You talk a tough crypto game, but I ain't seeing no gains. You couldn't break me off with some of that change. Inside the tabernacle we grappled over the time capsule, upsetting the balance between the synthetic and the natural. Sequence confirmed, feel the burn. I apologize in advance if this doesn't seem like a real concern. I am at a loss for words. A monkey kidney looks human if you shave the fur. I'm ashamed to concur, the puzzle is a crossword. The word is Marburg, the world will fall first. Your faith will falter, the conqueror is a harvester. Mistaken for a farmer, kicking and screaming, you will be dragged up to the altar. But this too shall pass, only a fool will try to outlast the same entity from their ancestors past. Fools, be careful, not enough data available. You try another password, still get an error code. Are you a targeted individual? You never know, but there are places in this world that you should never go. The speech pathologists carved out their tongues, started mocking them, thought about stopping them, but it was interesting watching them. Mystery charms wrapped around his arms, a suicide belt bomb underneath his gums. Keep calm, the deep fake con artist stacking Evergrande bearers bonds in his office. Egg and cheese croissant, no sausage. A threat is a guarantee, yet death is a little less than a promise. So we pray for the dark-skinned Amish and the melanated William Wallace. Broken homes for the jobless, fractured of broken bones for the doctors. Gentlemen, synchronize your watches. The time stops when the internet kill switch is pressed. Tomorrow morning, the spell ends, the hell begins. The freedom bell rings, a fat lady sings. Farewell, friends, walking to work while black. The motherfucker jumped out his squad car, said, where the fuck is your job at? They call me the reboot lord, the reset guard. Now I can see I got more than a couple defects, mom. The world is crashing, collapsing. The audience is standing, applauding and clapping. Are they for real or are they acting? Hey, I know you ain't talking. Me, I'm just standing in the audience, just trying to enjoy the performance. It's a fingerless puppet master, creating nothing but utter disaster. Evergrande bankrupted the planet. Fighter jets swing down the Potomac River in the land of the free. If you believe as I do, stand with me. I crawled out the swamp. It sound like silliness till I grab you and take you back under like I'm amphibious. Read this, they built several specialized clinics just for my lyrics, and I don't even wanna go near it. I get scared, I don't even debate in my head. They said you're already dead, just take your meds. Whether you're lab born or you came out of a womb, if you're alive, there ain't no way you can't feel what I'm doing. And until you get into it, we gon' all suffer in mutual ruin. Cause I don't think you understand my music. My Godzilla 4 winds, it's like 4 spinning dorsal fins. The water blow the glass out of your lens. Here's some hot water and vinegar. Go over there and clean up all of them sinners. Don't come back until you finish. Silent weapons for wartime. Closed source message from Northcom. Animal husbandry takes all my time, therefore not much I care for. Besides certified reference material of well-prepared bars. Listen, I don't want no trouble, but if I have to polish my own belt buckle, I'ma give you these smartphones and homes that talk. Non-fungible art. Let's step outside of the bungalow for a walk. If you look at the tall reeds, they're beautiful as you can see, but they will not survive the category 5 wind speeds. Liquid cooled, homeschooled, compound finance rules. Anything's better than a Tyvek suit. Jet propulsion under the props. Oh my God, weapons going hot, tails smoking like steam from a pot. I understand you don't really know what I mean a lot. You're shocked to hear me say, come over here and clean my cock. You are P-O-W. Half of you are gullible fools. The other half of you are running from the rules. In my rap song, thoughts no man is prepared to act on. You better call Allah who Akbar. Rap star riding in the back of the car with a bodyguard, air supporting a tiny attack dog. Multiple antigens approach. Cannabis cross reaction analysis. Niggas get smoked. Dark power is drawn from a waving wand. Your poetry's strong, but it cannot save the savant. Listen to the guard, that shit hard. Demolition at dawn from 1 million bars put on one song. Man, you got King Kong balls. Whatever side you wanna sit on, just go over there and get yours. You still want that gourmet? You need to come holler at Jorge. He bet the whole house on a horse race, hallelujah. Bodies float down in Chattanooga, cause the charter boat had shooters. Glad I took a Uber. The reason I talk trash, cause life goes by so fast, and death is like a fast moving life raft. Look into the eyes of the cytokine storm, spinning counterclockwise towards where you are. Part war cleaver, part metaverse amoeba. Please fill out your electronic verification by email. Populate each field with appropriate details. I'll take care of everything else. And just raise your hand if you need help. Start my day with the DOS effects. Grab my bum, stick it in blood clot vest. Then go outside and catch wreck. Touch the stage or 5-8 place. My hips gyrate when I feel that burn and put a smile on my face. Microphone fiends focus to smell the metabolic acidosis coming from the rose garden cultures. Command and control, then transmit from both poles. That's just one of my campaign goals. If you're not busy, swing by. Soft music, dim lights, real nice. Kinda got that I-Ting vibe. Nowadays you gotta live right. Try not to be out past midnight. That's probably the only thing I did right. BMG merchants, very adverse with smart contract purchase. They handle more pressure than combat nurses. How many beats, how many verses? It depends how many people are working. I don't know why America's so expensive. The scenery starts off with a slow pan from a drone cam and a drone operator with cold hands. A body bag bend beat bumps. A chime from a grandfather clock made of pine wood with walnut studs. A pearly red unfinished sleigh bed of carbon fiber. One can only guess to fly higher and faster from being lighter. Pieces of liquor bottle shards crunch the top squeaky floorboards. Screens on walls flashing on and off weather report. Killington, Vermont, Whistler, Snow King Resort. Black diamond conditions, travel restricted and closed off. A shipment of hummingbird broth was lost because he couldn't get across. Mrs. Claus had a psychotic blow-off, and that's why we were called. But now that we are here, we are seeing things are much more deeper than we thought. The whole compound was a pigsty, black mold in the carpet, moldy half-eaten cookies, milk rotting in cartons. The elves moved all the factory equipment out of the way. Twice a week they throw rays, Nora and pure DJs. Mrs. Claus doesn't know what to do. She just stays in her room. They say she has a fentanyl problem too. Okay, Miss Claus is the spouse. For now we can rule her out, but we need to find the man of the house. They say he's in bad shape. Just look at the landscape. I don't care if it's man-made or not, it's a damn shame. Mrs. Claus stopped payment. The goods department ran out of patience. The elves are working for terrorist organizations. Rudolph's nose is sick. He can't walk for shit. He's certified fit for service, but he's got bone cysts. Dancer and Prancer have capped hots and fluid blocks. We're wondering what Santa's gonna do when the music stops. In our first conversation, we asked Miss Claus about her GPS ankle bracelet. She remained complacent. We asked Miss Claus, can you please take us to Santa? She looked over at one of the elves, wouldn't give us an answer. Now this elf was whistling Amazing Grace and didn't say much. Looked like he had a pistol tucked, straight thug. He said he was a player in the global human settlement layer, and he accepted revenue from Lord Maitreya. Another elf said, we'll take you to Santa, but we need your passport, phone, radio, and your helmet camera. I complied, gave them all four without blinking an eye. They opened the door and took me outside. We walked down range to a Buckminster Fuller building type frame with a door that had a kryptonite chain. I almost couldn't believe I heard the whirling sound of a machine you would use to help somebody breathe. At first I see bare feet, the EKG beat. I move closer, then I see rosacea in both cheeks. I see tubes carrying red blood out of two-man boobs through a machine that backed into a hand turned blue. I was so confused, I turned around to the elves and said, what in Satan's name have you done to yourselves? One of the elves stepped forward. He said, this is hard to ignore, but I owe you an explanation. I'm not a doctor, but I'm not an imposter. I'm a medical proctor. and I don't think he's got much longer. You see, lactic acid is green, uric acid is orange, sulfuric acid is yellow, but Sanders is much darker. His citric acid is clear. I know that I'm a fast talker, but he's gonna die without the proper anatomic markers. His interstitial fluids have been mixing with unknown biopollutants, turning him into some kind of mutant. In other words, technically Santa's entire genomic integrity's in great jeopardy's what he said to me. And he's been treated for the latest strain. He's positive, non-homologous. We contacted Dr. Oculus. Our last communicate placed him at 2 hours away, but I should warn you, if he's not here, we have to operate. Operate how? Here? Sure, there's rat shit everywhere. This is a fucking sanitary nightmare. Good idea, glad you're in charge. You're doing a great job. Look at him.
Moses was a black man with red hair like saffron. I heard you the first time, I chose not to respond. Prophecy is fulfilled when Enki and Lil are killed, and Lil Nas X faces on a dollar bill. How you like that for a Metaverse drill? Still ill, and I don't even need record deal. But real, you know my name, son don't chill. And now the whole world got a license to ill. When they shut down the grid, we gon' be outside doing the bid. Institutionalized right where we live. Apologetically thank you. Put noose around neck and hang you, while true Yankee doodle doo shank you. Biologically scan you for your own safety, then ban you till your own people abandon you. Now you standing outside the dollar store for a 50-cent whore, about to go on a 25-cent tour. You let that whore sit on your face, she tastes like sodium borate. And by the way, that stuff tastes great. Disclaimer, don't you try that at home and then blame us. I ain't famous and they still say my name too much. Yet on the other side of the veil, every single comparison will fail, cause every multiple rhyme is a spell. My poems are known, unknown knowns, but it's hard to know how much knowledge could grow for one node in the vaccination drive-thru. I sat in the seat behind you, I should've sat in the seat beside you. Quiescent, still present, even if I go back to the essence. There's no way I forget what I remember. Sniper specific, relax, hold breath, squeeze trigger, wait for confirmation. Get up, get out of there, nigga. Cannabis rhymes are not immediately obvious, they're supposed to be positive, so he ain't really accomplishing shit. My name is the Ripper and I beg to differ. I know men who are bled from the liver and they were gorillas, breadwinners. Robert De Bruce, De La Soul, Pasta Noose. Yeah, I know it sounds like something I got from Dr. Seuss. Lyrics retooled, recommissioned, and outfitted for hip-hop use. You talk that shit, I talk that shit too. Malika Masala, watch Makalesi YouTube all the time. I'm a get it to help me build my shrine. Gunmetal colored grip, magnum rubbers, tear that ass up. I ain't gotta brag or nothing, I got a happy hips, yoga bitch, zombie killer Jovovich, big titty Tesla Model S motorist, and she will ambush your base camp, beat you with the propane tanks, then set fire to your cocaine plant. Hunger Games, rescue package, stasis, state the mechanic in action, gun rack pull-ups, bull pups, blast them, cut, slash, and smash, laugh, tater tots and hash. I'll spray hairspray on your ass and pass, cause you can't afford the cesium or the magnesium. Everybody know that's $1 million premium. Their inability to reason is the reason they not breathing, and that's what we focusing on this evening. The return of the king with a Mavic 3 Pro on a string, and that's how he gon' know everything. He was there when global fear became self-aware. If you scared, bow your heads and join me in prayer. Insurrection, act intact. You living in a trap. If you do this and don't do that, you just get whacked. Self-inflicted cyber attack. Crypto bugs sitting on your lap. The gaslight fatigue made him take a crap. Fuck that, feathered blow dart to the back. You collapse, termite cutting charge carved into the small of your back. Robotically controlled sequencing units for knocking on doors to make sure you home and you haven't run off. 100,000 Queens flip clones, all in your burrow alone. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Protest in silence, rhymes with do not fly less. So what? I like pirates much better than pilots. I'm a giant.